Hello everyone, I hope that you're doing well. PlayStation 5 and Xbox players got access to mods in Baldur's Gate 3 6 months ago, and I wanted to break down all the great things that we've gotten thus far, as well as look ahead to see what's coming next, as there's quite a few mods that are working on ports to Mod.io, which is the mod hosting website so that you can download the mods in through your PlayStation 5 and Xbox. So we already have 560 mods in the in-game mod manager. So this is what the mod manager looks like on the PlayStation 5, and you can see there's quite a few mods here. My personal favorites I'll be covering here to give yourself a completely new experience if you're someone that has played through Baldur's Gate 3 a few times. But I think the first thing I want to focus on is if you're a big fan of D&D, Sumer Dagnauth's 5e subclasses combined mods are one of the absolute best to give a shot to. This covers a bunch of different subclasses, like for the monk example, you get the Way of the Ascendant Dragon, adding elemental fury to your punches. We got the Way of the Astral Self, giving yourself extra arms to beat people up. There's also the Way of the Kensei, a monk who uses melee weapons, the Way of the Long Death, which is a very popular monk subclass, Way of the Sun Soul, and Way of the Mercy monk, as a healer monk. So all three of these ones here, so fighter subclasses, barbarian, and monk subclass combined, are available on console. Looking ahead, there's also Sumer Dagnauth's Ranger subclasses combined. So this includes like the Fey Wanderer, the Horizon Walker, the Monster Slayer, the Primeval Guardian. And this one is a whole lot of fun. Not currently on console, but it is patch 8 tested, so we can potentially expect to see that, as we already got some of the previous ones. And also their newest Purple Dragon Knight, which actually allows you to summon in a real purple dragon. So I hope to see these ones come soon to console, because I know a lot of people currently are enjoying the 3 that we got, and there's a lot more great things to come. Now, one cool mod that recently-ish got added to console is Transmogriification Light. This has been one of the highest requested mods to come to console, and I actually didn't know if it would due to the mechanisms and how it works, and this mod isn't fully complete as of yet, but by World Walker 42, what it lets you do is if you wanted to, let's say, wear the Bone Spike garb, but have the effects of like the Flawed Helldusk, you can swap it around so that you get the aesthetic appearance of one armor and the benefits armor-wise from the other. So incredible mod for those that care about style, and style is important in Baldur's Gate 3. So yeah, there's also some mods that World Walker's been working on, not on this profile, but they have another profile where it adds new armor packs to this mod. So hopefully down the road we'll see some more things where people can kind of mix and match how their character's appearance looks with those mods, potentially down the road. Now, a huge mod. This has got 1.5 million downloads, almost 1.6. This is an incredible mod. I love this. Extra Encounters and Mini Bosses by Rela Mod, who's made a lot of other great mods. This adds new fights. I've hyped this up so many times, but if you're playing the game again, it adds a bunch of new mini bosses, new fights, and they all feel like they're part of base game Baldur's Gate 3. When I played through a playthrough with this, every time I was fighting something, I was like, is this a new fight? It literally felt like something that was in the game itself. So yeah, looking for new experience, got to give this one a shot. We also got another mod that completely overhauls and changes things with the Ancient Mega Pack plus REL Random Loot mod. So this is by Permanov here. What this does, it randomizes loots. This is I will be doing a full video on this at a future day, because there's quite a bit. Basically, it adds 600 new items to the game. I guess it's now 700 new items to the game, and it randomizes all the loot. So it almost makes it like a roguelike. You can see a lot of information. There's jack bones. You get unique appearances on the attacks that come with these weapons. It literally feels like a DLC in a mod. It's so very well done. So yeah, it's got 200% replayability. Basically, it randomizes the loot that you'd get from quest rewards, so you can pick something new, try out new builds. There's an arcane module to actually enhance your gear. There's so much good stuff to say about this mod, so I just want to highlight this one here. Also, we're getting lots of face mods, but I'm going to be looking ahead through my orb. I'll ponder the orb and show you guys some new mods that will be coming, hopefully, down the road. Mantis Presets, now available on console by Eclipse, and it's a port of a Nexus mod made by Mantis Mods that Eclipse has been porting over. And they've done a lot of new porting of their mods. You always check out who the mod was created by at the bottom of this, but Eclipse has put out a ton of them. I've talked about them a lot because they put out some great stuff, like Tasha's Cauldron of Hair, which came out on console last week. Cornelina's Aesthetics, the Even More Heads, which we'll be getting to. I think, yeah, I already have it pulled up here. Incredible mod. The Even More Heads offer so many new faces. I've covered them already in a lot of detail. My favorite being their acne face there. But yeah, so many mods coming from Nexus, which is where a lot of the best mods are. and they're being recreated into the in-game mod manager. We also got the moon face, and there's much more coming pretty much every single week, so we can expect to see some more of this down the road, because yeah, these are some of the most requested mods. They've made their own mods here, but there's a lot that are ported over from Nexus mods, so exciting to see more of that coming. I'll be talking a little bit about that in a moment here. But another mod I have to always highlight, Padme 4000s, bangs, bangs everywhere. If there's a hairstyle that you want to accomplish and you can't with mods, download this one. You might be able to, you know, Frankenstein your own version of one. So yeah, it adds a bunch of different bangs. There's also Kay's hair extensions. Two of these together, basically Tav's hair salon. And yeah, you can get a lot done with it. Another mod that I would love to go on about for all this video, but Tactician Enhanced, you've heard it a lot. If you're looking for difficulty mods, this is by far the best, especially if you wanted to use the increased party size mod by Pixelbytes, increasing your team to a size of 8, giving every enemy an extra action, and then also maybe using the extra enemies in base game fights mod. So yeah, there's a lot of options there. That is by Rela Mod, by the way, the more enemies in basic fights. Both of these work great, and then obviously putting this together with the increased difficulty, giving them more health, more actions, it can perfectly balance things as it should. So yeah, Pixelbytes put a lot of effort into this. And now a new mod that console just got is the Rogue Tattoo mod. This gives your character body tattoos, and they look awesome. So if you're looking to make an ASMR, and I know that's not coming to console, but you can kind of get by putting a bunch of different body tattoos on your character. They look awesome, and it's definitely worth the download. So I've covered this one before in a lot of different videos, and it's incredible to see this one come to console, because I wasn't actually sure if we'd actually see something like this, but it's here to stay. Also, Plasma Weapons by Scurvy here, the Dark set. Yeah, this is basically New Age KOTOR. So yeah, I love Scurvy's mods though. We already have like the Dark Urge Slayer equipment, and recently last week we got the Vintage Firearms, which has the pepper box pistol in it, for fans of Vox Machina there. What's cool about these mods, they are all very well done and feel like they could be in actual Baldur's Gate 3. The two that I've been using most recently, Femme Fatale Tactical Dress mod, Divine Sister Robe. So yeah, you can see these often on my characters. I just swap them off right now, but yeah, this is what these appearances look like. I'm hoping these will come to console soon, because you can see me and Shadowheart are rocking some really fancy outfits, and these feel like they fit in the actual base game of Baldur's Gate 3. Now you're probably wondering about this face mod that I got, because it's very feels like something that could be made by Larian. This is the Sculptors Dreamcast mod. I did a video yesterday talking about all my favorite all my favorite aesthetic mods. This was on Nexus Mods. It's also in the in-game mod manager. This is made by Tabble Dabble or Tabitha. And yeah, there's so many great face mods here. I just wanted to highlight this one, as I hope it'll come to console down the road, as it's one of my favorites here. I'm usually using a few of the different ones here. So yeah, it has even guy face mods, pretty boy Asterian face mod. Yeah, there's a lot of different stuff here. Now, another face mod I've used extensively is Vampirn's Other Heads Repaired. This is made by Vampirn and fixed up by Friends 12. One big thing about this, yes, a port for Mod.io is in the works. So I've been asked a lot about this, and they're working on it. So we'll hopefully see this down the road. This is one of my favorite face mods, so it'd be incredible to see this one come to a console as well. You've probably seen some of my videos using these different faces, and yeah, it's just very well done. You can just see it from this. Yeah, I'm hoping this one comes to console down the road, because they're working on the Mod.io port. So once it's made for Mod.io, then they have to, you know, go through the console testing approval. So it won't be anytime very soon, but yeah, I'm hopeful. So just want to point that one out. Now, we also got ourselves some cool mods like the Scantily Camp Outfits mod. I know a lot of people like that one, and it's a mod that's come from Nexus Mods, and more are being added to it. I'm not going to click it, unfortunately, for the video's sake, but you can imagine what those outfits look like, and some of the other ones that come from Nexus Mods, I think people will enjoy them. And yes, we do have Wither's Big Naturals. We're still waiting on Elminster's Big Naturals for those that are keeping track, but yeah, there's a lot of fantastic mods already available on console. 6 months in, we already got 560. It's half a thousand. I mean, we'll likely see many more. They've been ramping things up with the console mod approval. There wasn't a console mod release today, but I still want to do a video on this, because I was asked about covering what we've gotten over the last 6 months, and my pondering of what's next to come. So I'm assuming we'll be seeing a lot more phase mods. We haven't got many class mods recently, but I do feel like those take a little bit longer to test. So hopefully we'll start to see some more of those come soon. And yeah, aesthetics, let me know what type of mods you want to see come to console in Baldur's Gate 3. Hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already. Have yourself an incredible day, and we'll see you all in the next one.